Oh, I'm a massive captain professional, me. I'll charge it. No, if I charge it later. Oh, well, let's drink some tea. And then I won't remember. There's a wire here. There's so many wires here. What's this? Why do I have this? This is all stuff I should have done before pressing the start button. Everyone's been very patient, by the way. I appreciate that. Okay, that one's plugged in. This one. Turn it off. Turn it on. Hello, Internet. Hello, Twitch. Welcome to the proximity. This is the signs of the Sojourner. The next step in my Itch.iOdyssey. I don't have a button that turns down the sound. I have to do it manually. My Odyssey to attempt to play through every single game in the Itch.i Racial Justice bundle. Let's set the timer. Now, some of these games deserve way more than half an hour, and some of them, frankly, do not. This one probably looks like it deserves way more, but this is the worst fight you and Elias ever had. Was over... No, that's not what that says, John. A childhood spat. The worst fight you and Elias ever had was over a strange locket in Mom's desk. Curiosity got the best of you, but Elias was afraid of getting in trouble. I might leave the intro in. It's at least going to be kept online for a while. What's this? Your mom has collected so much cool stuff in here. How many towns has she visited now? I might be able to use the controller. Let's attempt it. Okay, no controller. Fine. Empathetic and observant. Logical and diplomatic. Okay. Oh, I see. Circle to circle, triangle to triangle. Lovely, I understand. We're going to be empathetic and observant. And again. That's a very satisfying noise. Conversations. Completing a sequence will... Sorry. That's better. Completing a sequence will earn a square. A mismatch will earn a black square. We probably shouldn't always use those two colours. When all the squares have been earned, the conversation will end. Click on the speech bubbles to proceed to view the previous dialogue. Okay, lovely. Very pretty game. Let's play Caravaneers. Just like her. You'll be the driver, I'll be the navigator. Hang on, so... Wait, hang on. You shouldn't look in her desk. She's going to be mad. Is that a locket? I've never seen your mum wear a locket. Okay, well, I'm going to be empathetic and observant. Hey, you're not listening. We shouldn't be snooping. Alright, so I'm going to make... This is all incredibly pretty. I like the idea of going through the conversations like this. But right now, I don't actually know what tangible effect the different cards have. I can read it says that, but I don't know what it's doing. Now, in real life, I'm often attempting to be empathetic and observant and miss the mark as well. So intention isn't necessarily everything. However, it is very swooshy and it looks very pretty. This is my deck. I assume this is just the only cards I have, and so therefore I put it down and it's going to introduce more cards. Why do you always drag me into stuff like this? Put it back before we're caught. That fight could have ended how... Could only have ended how it did. You and Elias were too stubborn. Sometimes Mom said some stances deserve defense. But that time, she stepped in to mediate. Right. You two? She's a tall one. What are you doing in here? I'll need to leave soon. The caravan's almost here. Come say goodbye. What are you even fighting about? Okay, so that's good. That's bad. So I'm just... There is... I'm getting the feeling there's no way I can lose right now, but I don't know why it's made me do this 3 times in a row. But I guess it's just the plot. Oh, hang on. There was an accord created when you and the other person play one card together, connecting four. Okay, 4 in a row gets an accord. Ah. Oh, I see. Accord will protect your progress when a mismatch is made. Oh yeah, I see. So I didn't even notice I actually had different cards there. It's okay to not always understand each other. One miscommunication doesn't always have to end a friendship. Let me help you figure this out. That's what I say to children. One miscommunication isn't as... No, I don't say that. I get what it's doing. Aha! We've earned ourselves a thingy. If you get a little lost, think about how he's reacted in the past. How can you be able to connect and get past your differences? Look, I'm being called out. I don't know what your deck is. What I'll do is I'll see if I can get 2 O's out, and then I'll go, ha! Another accord! Oh, logical and diplomatic. Well, we'll try it for the tag. Well, okay, well, maybe... Yeah, okay, that'll force one, won't it? Haha! That's a 5 in a row! Not all disagreements have to be the end of your friendship. Listen to each other. See if you can find common ground. You think back on that fight years later, after Mom passed on, when you and Elias had to rely on each other all the more. 15 years later. I know how to do that effect. Okay, teeth cold. I fluffed around too much before the start of the stream. Gonna be vaguely grumpy about that. Farewells. It's your first time back inside Mum's old store since the funeral. All told, she didn't leave much. She was always on the road, and what she brought back sold fast. Elias runs his hand down an empty shelf before clearing his throat. You feel it too, don't you? The, weirdness of being in here without your mum. Can't seem to wrap my head around her being gone. My bad. Now I'm the one making things weird. Accommodate. Duplicates both symbols of the previous card. Okay. That's pretty much a guaranteed way to get an accord, feels like. That's like a double accord. I'll continue the same flavor. Yay! Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't want us to dwell. I gotta cheer up. After all, she always looked so pleased when she was here. Making people smile, giving them samples of cool new stuff, even when they were broke. I think it might just have been her favourite place. She'd be so happy to see the two of us talking over the store like this. You out there on the open road and me, keeping an eye on things here, which is totally just as exciting. Not that I mind, of course. Being stuck out in the caravan would drive me crazy. I mean, that's like an instant accord right there. Yeah. But then I'm going to have to switch things up because it's the only choice I have. Oh, there's the caravan now. Right on schedule. The leader, Nadine, runs a tight ship, but I don't trust her. Okay, I'm just going to click off the screen for a brief second, because I want to be able to see my live channel. I don't know where I've put it. So it's just going to go quiet. Oh, it's there, isn't it? Ah, I see. I shouldn't have had that on the same screen. Never mind. Let's put that back. I'll just open it on a separate screen. Won't be a second. Sorry. How do I do this quickly? Is that the one? Not channel producer. Sorry about this. Back to Twitch. No, channel. That's also not what I want to see. It'll do. There's like a managed channel. I've got to get used to this whole Twitch business. Anyway, just gonna make that window smaller. It'll do. Less than ideal, but gives me extra information if I want some. Right. Okay. That'd be real bad for Barto. Barto? I'm not familiar with that name. It looks gorgeous, this game. It's very nice. Hey, while you're out there, maybe you can change her mind. Barto? Okay. Try and get a quicker chord. Haha! And another one. No matter what, you're going to do great. I bet you'll come back with a bunch of cool stuff. You packed everything you need, right? Socks? If the truck breaks down, I don't know what to do if the truck breaks down, but if the truck breaks down out there and you don't have socks, it's all over. Don't worry about this place. It's in good hands. Take care of yourself out there. You miss Elias too, and wish you didn't have to leave so soon. Farewells. You've planned this trip for a while, but it's only started to feel real in the last few hours. The store needs 3 new products. I need to find 3 items to make the store reopening a success. Choose a card for your, I mean, I feel like accommodate is... I guess I have too many of the... I don't know, like, I score with those, don't I? But, like, I'm going to meet people who aren't so empathetic. Presumably, at some point, maybe. I don't know. So I'll choose to get one of those and grab one of those. It's, like, automatically better anyway, right? Bartow. Well, there's Nadine, the resolute leader of the caravan. She is logical and diplomatic and empathetic and observant. That's useful because those are the only 2 cards I've got. What's this? My calendar, inventory, something else. I don't know. I clicked too soon. Character profiles and settings. That's a lot. That's a lot. Cool. Let's continue on the game. Follow close. Almost a dozen vehicles sputter down Bartow's dirt roads. Their engines once signals Mum's imminent departure, as well as her return. Nadine, sitting on the running board of a truck cab, gestures for your attention. I trust you have sufficient provisions for the route? Or route, if you prefer. Our first stop will be... Pachenko? The artist colony. Nadine mentioned a place from Mum's stories. Pachenko. Be alert. Reptiles cross Thunder Lizard Road to their heart's content. You don't want guts on your windshield. I was told about the road. Oh, farewell. I assume I caught that too late. Oh, I did like seeing a visitor. I wasn't expecting any. What time is it? 6. Right, let's continue that strategy. Well, I could use that, but I don't need to. However, I'm gonna anyway. This is my new card. Haha! My condolences for your loss. Your mum and I had our differences, but I respected her all the same. I like that loading symbol. Is that a loading symbol? I don't know what that symbol actually symbolizes. Oh, I think it symbolizes I can click the next button. Before the caravan heads out, we need to talk. Oh dear. Ooh, good thing. Unless you turn the store around and keep it well stocked, the caravan will have to drop Bartow from the route. Or route, if you prefer. Well, we should be logical about this, but I can't. Maybe I can turn it to logical. Let's try that. No, I'm trying to turn it logical. Go logical. Is that the store in good shape? It doesn't make sense for the caravan to stop here. Awful waste of resources. I probably don't have to spell it out that this would be bad for Bartow. I know, you all depend on the traffic. It's not my choice, not entirely. I make the final call, but I'm beholden to the caravan members and their needs. Believe it or not, Bartow would be dropped. Already, if I didn't owe your mum a favour. I argued on your behalf. Fine. We'll just be super empathetic. It might not sound like a kid, but I'm in your corner. My hands are tied. I don't know, I'm pointing at my chin. With this, I want to see you succeed. Take a sip of some Diet Cherry Cola. Follow close. Nothing about this situation is good, but Nadine probably isn't to blame. You thank her for the info. Okay. I like all that. I like the movements. I like all this, I believe they call it juice. The little bops and stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, one of the views will be me. Right. Right. I don't want to forget any cards. I'm going to do that, but I'm just going to switch. Quiet enough to hear the grasshoppers rub their wings together at dawn, and the crickets at dusk. You know, the name, the nickname, favourite colour of every person in town. Okay, I listed that as if it wasn't about the favourite person in town. Yeah, sorry. You know the name, the nickname, the favourite colour of every person in town. Emphasis on every. It's past time to leave for a spell. Cool. Go to Pachenko. Play some Pachinko at Pachenko. It's Marx or Marquez. I'm gonna go with Marquez. Also, the same two flavours as we had all the way through the game. A twisty canyon. The twisty canyon roads leading to Pachenko would send a green traveller in circles. A run-down vehicle has trouble with the last slope up the plateau, but Nadine leaves no one behind. I want to learn Blur. I've watched a video on it. I've watched like 4 videos on how to make... so I just looked for the comments. There are different types of blurs, and some of them are less efficient. Pachenko as opposed to... Pachinki? What's Pachinki? Am I pronouncing that right? The patron of... PUBG thing. Fair enough. The patron of Pachinko. There's an outdoor art show in the square with a well-to-do crowd in attendance. Your dusty attire raises eyebrows as you browse. Stopping to study an oil painting of an abandoned city, you're suddenly aware of being studied yourself. Don't mind me, I can't help but delight in the sight of the new faces around Pachenko. My name is Marquez. Or Marx. And this lovely little show is all my doing. I heard about your mum. Please accept my deepest condolences. I've rolled out the red carpet. I'd have rolled out the red carpet if I'd known you're coming. I'm just going to click quickly to see if it fills up the thing instantly. Yes, it does. Okay, wonderful. So, is that piece your favourite? Oh, I don't know. Turn down the sound. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. I'm going to turn down the sound in the game as well, which is something I should have done already. Okay, just subtly. I don't want it competing with my voice. Right. This a lot of the stuff I've got to get used to doing. So I like all this little movement here. It's really well done. Just little subtle things, little beep boops that come up but I don't actually know what I'm doing in the game. I like the idea of navigating conversations, especially since that sort of thing terrifies me in real life. But I'm not seeing a way to lose. I feel like if I literally went out my way to lose, I still couldn't lose at this point. Now, I appreciate it probably wants to kind of make that gentle, but it doesn't need to be quite so gentle. Okay, let's actually... I'm going to generally go out my way to be as disruptive as possible. So, I can now... You know what, I'm not going to, because I don't want to, but... Because this is the first time a conversation's gone logical. Oh, we're going to have to mess it up anyway. Haha! After all that! I think we still won because of that. Well, it's a bit dour for my tastes, but to be drawn to that piece in particular, you must have a keen eye for art. The city in the painting is Hara. Or Hurrah. Hurrah! And John. Once great, now dead and abandoned. Marquez mentioned a place from stories. Hurrah. Hurrah. It's distracting to focus on the unpleasantness of the past. Wouldn't you rather enjoy some cute cat paintings from a circle artist? Oh, you haven't heard of the Circle? Strange, but your attire does suggest that you've been spending your time under a rock. That was just mean. That was just mean, you. Well, no matter. You're here now, and it's no accident. You see, I too have a keen eye for talent. Alright, well, I'll turn it logical this time. Why did I do that? I don't have logical at the start. Oh, it puts it back. Okay, I still think I'd have to work really hard to get a loss then. The Circle is Pachenko's... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of one of the names from the Simpsons baseball episode. And I don't know the names. It makes me think of softball. Council of Patrons, of which I am one, obviously. I do like that. Yeah, it's different. Oh, hang on, I literally missed that last line. No, I missed that one. What was the conversation name? Is there a way to read back? Your mum. But also, anytime someone says your mum, like it sounds like they're going to launch into an insult. That might just be a British thing. Shared the Circle's vision, you know. Many years ago, Pachenko was her home. The town owes a lot to her. I've played for a lot of visual novels through this odyssey of mine. And I also appreciate when somebody puts enough effort into mixing it up a little. Because some of them, it's a lot of effort on my part to continuously read for like half an hour straight. Even if it's like when I'm doing this and I'm talking off the cuff, then that's fine. But like reading half an hour straight, it's quite difficult. So the more I have to say as an aside is also useful. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking now. I should talk when I do my impressions, which will be in a different video. The first time I met her, I had a very good feeling. The same one I feel talking to you now. I do hope you'll come back. The Circle can also always use new friends. Oh, so what that actually does is it gives me, when I screw up, it only goes back to there. Alas, I must be running along now, but please have some wine. Consider it a welcome gift. So what I'm imagining here is different conversational paths, depending on whether I'm mostly red or mostly green, or mostly circle, mostly triangle. But I don't know if it does that, or if it's just you win the conversation, you lose the conversation. However, I'm not reviewing the game I would have liked. I'm not reviewing the game, I can't review a game that I've half an hour of. I'm not getting some impressions on the game I would imagine I'd like, am I? So it's unfair for me to do that. Alas, I must be running along now. please have some wine. Consider it a welcome gift. Don't be shy. I always provide far more than my guests can drink. I was going to say, don't be so certain, but I don't even drink wine. I'd have a hard time drinking a lot of wine. No need to thank me now. I'm sure we'll talk again soon, won't we? Got told about the circle? The wine bottles in Vimina? Given to you in Pachenko. Oh, it's an item. I needed one of those. Max seems to know more than she lets on, but she wasn't kidding about the wine. The crate of red wine, I don't know why I put the H in there, is almost too heavy to carry back to your truck. Well, I guess I do want one of those. So I'll swap that for that one. Okay, let's move on. Hey! Nadine contemplates a cast bronze sculpture of a frill-necked lizard whose head has been replaced with a man's vacant features. She rubs her chin for a while, chewing on some thoughts among artists. You handled those steep hills and inclines well. The caravan's next stop will be Clifton, the market town. Nadine mentioned a place from Clifton. The road we take is prone to landslides. Ride close. If I can't see your truck, I can't protect you. I was told about that road as well. The music's great, by the way. Let's turn it logical. I had doubts about your abilities. You did that, not me. Nadine absorbs the artwork. Barely acknowledges your presence. What did it do? I did. Did I misread that situation? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I'm just gonna do that live. Let's go to Clifton. Fatigue. Gain fatigue over time. As you travel, returning home and unpacking your items will remove it. Fatigue cannot match with any symbols. Like that effect as well. Klaus! She's watching over something. There's Ramir, a man from the caravan. He looks familiar. Travellers, walk past. Okay. I assume at some point we do get extra symbols. Every turn down the streets of Clifton seems to reveal another mountain in the distance, another horizon. Nadine doesn't stop for sightseers, though. You watch for pedestrians as the caravan rolls downtown. You know his name, Ramir. He grew up in Barta, travelled with the caravan, turned from neighbour to neighbour. He's sitting off the hood of a car the same way he used to sit off his porch, way back in the day. It's a familiar face. First time with the caravan, ain't it? Hope your mum taught you the ropes. It's not easy out there. Or here. Oh look, it says circle triangle on his hat. I remember my first time, Pachenko, Clifton, Buckham, Borough, a whirlwind of new experiences. Ramir mentioned those places. Just keep it cool. The road to Buckham Borough okay, that's one place. Shreds a lot of tyres. Don't panic if it all goes to hell. Ramir said those things as well. Okay. Oh, I've got to return. Okay. Lovely. Ooh, hello. Sorry, I've only just seen. Hello, Eva. Yes, I've been trying to go for all of them, but I did. I've taken like breaks as well, for like months at a time. Remember everyone you meet on the road is out here for a reason, and most won't tell you what that is. Don't believe every word that comes out of someone's mouth, even if they're nice, especially if they're nice. The hardest thing is sometimes I really enjoy a game, and I've given myself a rule that I only play for half an hour, although I did faff, so I'm going to give myself a little bit extra time in this game. And so I have to make a note of every game I really like to come back to. I always respected your mum. She thrived out here, complete in her element, a shark if I ever knew one. Just because she had friends on the road doesn't mean you do. You don't inherit connections. Yeah, I do. What do you mean I don't What's this if this isn't a connection? You wouldn't have spoke to me if... Whatever. I mean, it's fine. I get his point. You do inherit connections. That's literally how the world works. Sorry. You're not being logical. Oh, I'll just throw this away right now if it's going to fail. Just listen for a moment. I'm trying to impart some words of wisdom to you here. Never, Ramir! You won't get anywhere out of here if you don't learn how to listen. I was trying to help you out. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I think... I'll read that out loud. You inherit the start of the connections, but it's up to you to maintain. That I agree with, certainly. But we wouldn't have, I wouldn't have spoken to him. This game is called Signs of the Sojourner, which I can't get from here. But yeah, just making a point. I wouldn't have spoken to the guy if there wasn't a connection to me and that guy. Ramir becomes too upset to talk further. He seems quick to frustration. Useful to know about a person. I guess I should take one of those, because that's the I've only got a few that start with that. So I'll switch that for that one. It's a very nice... Let's talk to Klaus. Then I'm going to move on to a different game. Well, hang on. Yes. Okay. So, it's a snack peddler. Vendors in Clifton compete to make the grandest promises delivered with the loudest, most tenacious voice. For every woe, there's a product that can fix it. Sorry, Signs of the Sojourner. If I minimize the game... is that going to minimize the game? It's... this right here. Signs of the Sojourner. No problem. Gonna go jump back in the game. Where was I? Klaus, on the other hand, is quiet, barely audible beneath the crowds. You must be with that caravan. Hello to you, traveller. Safety in numbers, is that it? Very wise. I'm a humble peddler of roasted nuts. Don't you enjoy those, traveller? Who does not? Life's simple pleasures. I'm not entirely sure this is a logical conversation, but sure, I'll carry on. Right, let's jump to empathetic. What have you done? Oh, good. But don't tell anyone. If everyone knew I sell roasted nuts, they'd buy them up. None left for you. We can share a secret, can't we, you and I? Just a little information, a mere factoid kept safe between us. I will, but I'm going to immediately screw this up. Perhaps you might even trust me with your own secrets. You know so much about me, and I, so little about you. Scandalous. No! I will give you no secrets! Do my wares not interest you? Perhaps I can yet change your mind. Right, for the sake of me, I better keep it empathetic. Just between you, me, and the millions and millions of people who could potentially see. Go logical. Right at the very end. No, don't ever turn it logical, John, because you can't continue. You have no cards. If someone inquires after those roasted nuts, simply laugh, smile, and toss a delicious handful into your mouth. Wonderful. Ooh, of course, I'm trying to grab items. The class's disorienting sales pitch almost makes the roasted nuts sound like an odd metaphor, till she physically hands you a bundle of them. Ooh. I should take that. And I'll switch it for one of the double O. Right. I'm going to leave this game here. I did succeed with that succession. I can't go home because... Oh no, if I move on, what happens? Okay, I've saved my game. We'd want to go back to where we started. Where did we start? Bartow. I guess we started in Bartow. I'm going to turn this game off now because I'm going to go to the next game. What I do... Let's go back to the main menu. Can I do that? Is there a button that does that? To the main menu. Right, I'm here to talk about a game. Do I have sound? Yes, I don't have my headphones right on. What? I don't have my headphones on right now, is what I meant to say. What does this want me to do first? Draw the worst circle you possibly can. Oh, apparently I failed at that last time. What do I actually want to talk about? Oh, apparently that turns off the screen. There's a bit of Mario here. Signs of the Sojourner. Well, I'm not actually sure what that means. What I might do... So this is a very pretty game, right? It's kind of like a visual novel, sort of. But it does have essentially a card game in it. At first I thought the card game didn't make any sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the logo, which I've got in front of me, which is totally cheating. However, I kind of have the colours available to me. So let's do this. It's going to be a terrible circle, let me tell you. And then we want pink mountains. Right, so there's going to be like a... Maybe I won't put the sign, but it is the signs of the Sojourner, so... And again, I have that particular colour as well. Okay. We have like a road going up the mountain as well, I think. To make it go like there. And there's some rocks in the mountain. Yes. So, I guess that's sort of like the review, but possibly that would be terrible. So, let me speak some more on the subject. There's more to this mountain than these colours. There's like this here as well. And underneath. Is this? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't really do the signs. It's like a black. Well, it's orchard. Something going on here. Possibly the sign, which I can't draw now because I don't have any colours for it, which is a bit of a shame. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that colour again. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I'm going to use this colour. If we make it smudgy, oh, undo. Smudgy, it'll be slightly different. I think you'll do. Right. This is the sign. It's the sign of the Sojourner. So yes, the actual gameplay. So like, I think it goes without saying that the art was fantastic for this game. But what about the actual gameplay? Well, I thought it was interesting enough. At first, I just thought it was terribly easy. Like I couldn't possibly go wrong. But there did seem to be an element of collecting like what would logically make sense. But I didn't know how much. If it changed the actual conversations other than just failing you instantly. I'm going to write in white, I think. Signs of the... I don't know what a Sojourner is. I should have looked it up. Or at least asked. Yes, I played this live. I played all these games live. And I had viewers for some of them, which is very surprising. I guess somebody who's taking a journey. Put that over a little bit bigger. Or not. These are my traditions. It's apparently in yellow. Right. What else did I think of them? What can I gather? I don't know what to say, to be honest. Not very good impressions if I don't know what to say. I'm a tiny bit distracted, but I don't think that's why I don't know what to say. Like, I can't keep... Like, the way everything fit together, it's not just that the art was good. It's that everything fit together all neatly, all the kind of brushes and card movements were all kind of fantastic. But it wasn't... I didn't really know what the journey was about. I guess just about getting to know people and experiencing the journey in of itself. But like, it was all a series of kind of micro conversations, and it was all kind of just nice. But like, I wish it was a bit faster because it was that kind of emotional, logical, and I didn't feel like I was doing that in the conversation. So it felt nice, but I don't know if I felt the specific... I don't know what it was trying to do other than having this kind of neat card game on top of this really neat thing. Both things are really neat, and I don't know how well they actually conveyed the actual journey. And I must stress, I'm kind of nitpicking. It feels like I didn't really need the game, and it was just, yeah, the experience of it being nice was basically the intent, and if that's what it was, just these cars slotting together being kind of neat, and if you fail, it's fine, because you can always come back. It worked pretty well, I think. I think if you think about it in that way, yeah, it's fine. But like, in terms of like a satisfying card game, I don't know, it could have done with a bit more depth, but maybe that was coming. I feel like maybe it could have done that a little bit faster then, because again, it got to be a little bit difficult at the end. But it took its time getting there, and I guess taking its time getting there is sort of the point of Signs of Sojourner. And again, I cannot stress this enough. The art was just great. Like, if it was straight up a visual novel, I would be just saying how good the art was and probably talking more of the story. So, potentially, the game might be to its detriment because I'm just sort of distracted, but I don't think so. I think what I'm doing is actually being a little bit picky because of it, when I wouldn't normally be picky if this was just a card game. So yeah, sort of take that as you will. So I noticed that out loud. Let's hand that in. I hope that made sense. A lot of the time I feel like it was a terrible circle. Like, it just feels kind of obvious how I feel throughout. Because it was like, oh my word, this looks great. Like, there's been a lot of games with great art, but I don't know, it kind of all worked really well. Anyway, let's get back to it. What I do is I wait an entire day to let it all soak in, depending on how complex the game is, and then I leave like a 5-minute impressions video. What I do, I can quit the game right now actually. So that was Signs of the Sojourner, or Sojourner, I don't know how you pronounce that word. I don't think that's a playable game, the Game Development Cheat Sheets 2018 edition, but I'm going to look anyway, and I shall download them. But I'm not going to look at them right now. We'll do that later. But I'm going to just click on this, have a look at them. Lucy Morris. I don't know what to write here, to be honest. And have a look at what this actually is. It's a new edition of the cheat sheets. Bumper pack, print ready, A4 flyers, handouts. Okay. Seems to be cheat sheets for making games. Actually, I will open it up. It's not going to be a virus, is it? Cool. Okay. This seems interesting. Open up one more. You know, one that isn't an artist. Game programmer. Huh. I was looking at the notable champions. This is nice. Okay. I'm going to have a quick look at this. But yes. We're going to see... Oh, chat was paused. Sojourner. With a French J. Sorry, I didn't see that until just now. I'll close this down. Go back. We're going to see. So we're going to play Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, a full-length RPG about childhood, family, dreams, and nightmares. I've already downloaded it, ready. It's got a soundtrack. $15. Jimmy the Pulsating Mass is a Japanese-style RPG made by a guy from Texas. It's very much influenced by SNES-era JRPGs, particularly Earthbound, Final Fantasy V, Breath of Fire series, and heavily influenced by Yume Nikki. Sounds like something I'd enjoy. I'm not going to read anymore, but you can look at the screen there. And yeah, I'm going to open this up in just a second. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea because I didn't get to drink one because it went cold. However, I will leave it on this page here. Oh, damn it, I was going to put a be right back thing. I was going to draw one. I was going to have a snail and a